Dear student, we are in chapter number 5, squares and square roots. In the last class, we discussed about the properties of the square numbers. So first, let us recall that properties, and with the help of that properties, let us try to solve our exercise questions. Property 1 is the square of any number ends with 0, 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. So this is the first property of a square numbers. Second property is square of the number will never end with 2, 3, 7, 8. Which means if 2, 3, 7, 8 comes in the unit place of any number or any square number, that number cannot be a square number. Okay. Property 3 is the square of number have even number of zeros. Means, so whatever may be the number of zeros in your square number, that should be even. Means either you should have 2 zeros, or you should have 4 zeros, or you should have 6 zeros. So if you get zeros in even number pattern, then only that number will be a square number. So if you are having only 1 zero, or you are having 3 zeros, then that number cannot be considered as an perfect square number. So that is an third property, number of zeros property for your square number. Next, fourth property is if a number has 1 or 9 in the unit place, then its square always ends in 1. If you are squaring any number which is having 1 or 9 in the unit place, after squaring, whatever answer you get, that answer always have 1 in its ones place. So that is the fourth property. Next property is if the number have 4 or 6 in the unit place, then the square of that number ends in 6. Which means if you are squaring any number which is having 4 or 6 in the unit place, then we say that that number will always have 6 in the ones place or 6 in the unit place. So like that we have this much properties for our square number. Now using these properties we are going to solve our exercise question, that is exercise 5.1. So in exercise 5.1, question number 1, first question is what will be the unit digit of a square of the following numbers? So there you have 10 questions. So in this 10 question, you have to tell what number you are going to get in the unit place after squaring your given numbers. Okay. So there are so many big numbers. So don't worry, we are not going to square that numbers. Without squaring, we can tell what will be the unit place of this number. Okay. So whenever you are finding the unit place of any number square, just you consider the unit place of the given number. For example, our first question is 81, right? 81's unit place is 1, isn't it? So just you square this unit place, that is enough. So I will square this unit place 1. 1 square is equal to 1. So we can write that in the unit place of square of 81, we are going to get the number 1. So that is how we are going to find the number which we are going to get in the unit places of the squares of the given number. In the same way, second question is 272. Unit place of this number is 2. Just square 2. 2 square is equal to 4. Now, in the square of this number, 4 will be the unit place. Now, we will do it for the next question. 799. Unit place is 9. 9 square is 81. So, unit place of this number is 1. So, if you are getting a double digit number means after squaring, if you are getting double digit number, there also you take the unit place only. Okay. no need to consider the tens place or hundreds place if it is 3-digit number. Next question is 3853. Unit place of this number is 3. Square this 3. 3 square is equal to 9. So in the square of this number, we are going to get a number 9 in the unit place. Next, question number 5. 1234. Unit place is 4. 4 square is equal to 16. So here it is a double digit number. Take the unit place only. So here you are going to get 6 in the unit place of square of 1233. Like this we can do it for all the question. Next question, 26,387. Unit place is 7. As we know, 7 square is equal to 49. So the unit place of this number in its square form is 9. Now the next question, I think directly we can do 5, 2, 6, 9, 8. 52,698 having 8 in the unit place. 8 square is equal to 64. Check the unit place of this number. So square of this number have 4 in the unit place. Okay, now let's solve the question number 8, that is 99880. So here the unit place of this number is 0. Whenever you get 0 in the unit place of any number, in its square also you are going to get 0. So directly we can write that the square of this number will include 0 in the unit place. Next, the question number 9. Question number 9 is 12,796. Unit place is 6. Square this unit place. 6 square is equal to 36. Just take the unit place. So here we are going to get 6 in the unit place of this square of the number. Now last question is 55,555. Unit place is 5. 5 square is equal to 25. So 25 means 5. So in the unit place of this number we are going to get 5. So that is the solution for question number 1. Let us move on to the second question of the exercise. Second question is, the following numbers are obviously not perfect squares. Give the reason. So it is already given that these numbers are not the perfect square numbers. What is the reason for that? So we know that whenever we get 2, 3, 5, sorry not 5, 2, 3, 7 and 8 in the unit place of any number, any square number, then that number cannot be a perfect square number. So if these 4 numbers comes in the unit place, then definitely that number is not a perfect square number. So this property of the square numbers you have to use to write the answer for this question. Okay, so here the first question is 1057. So you should write in the unit place we have 7. So 7 should not come in the unit place of the square number. That's why this is not a square number. Next, 23,453, unit place is 3. So 3 should not come in the unit place of any square number. 7928, 8 is the unit place. 8 should not come in the unit place of any square number. Like this we have to write the solution. Next, the fourth question, 2 in the unit place. 2 should not come in the unit place of any number. Next, 64,000 we have. So this one we have to use the number of zeros property, which says that whenever you square a number, always you are going to get unit number of zeros. unit number of zeros, even number of zeros. Even number of zeros means either you should get 2 zeros, or you should get 4 zeros, or you should get 6 zeros, or 8 zeros, or 10 zeros. Like this you have to get. You have to get the number of zeros in an even number pattern. But in 64,000 you have 3 zeros, and this 3 is an odd number, right, which says that so this is not an perfect square number. So for this you have to write, we should always get even number of zeros, but here we are getting odd number of zeros. Therefore this is not a perfect square number. Like that you have to write the answer for this question. Okay, so the next question is 89,722, 2 in the unit place, and when 2 comes, your number cannot be a square number. Next is this question, 2,22,000. In 2,22,000, again we have 3 zeros. 3 zeros means odd number of zeros. So this is also not an perfect square number. Next, the last question, 50,50,50. Now here also in the unit place we are having only 1 zero, and this 1 is an odd number. So that's why this number cannot be a perfect square number. So that is how we have to write the solution for our question number 2. Next, move on to question number 3. But before we move on to question number 3, just remember this special property of a square number. That is, when you square a even number, your answer is always an even number. And when you square a odd number, your answer is always an odd number. So that is also one of the special property of a square numbers which you have to remember. But how we can say this? Right. So just check these examples. 1 ones are 1, 2 twos are 4, 3 threes are 9, 4 fours are 16, 5 fives are 25. So I have taken the squares of the first 5 numbers. Okay. So here 1 is an odd number, and when we squared 1 we got 1 again, which is again an odd number, right? So in the same way here 2 is an even number. So when we square 2 we got 4, where 4 is an even number again, right? Like that 3 is an odd number, 9 is also odd number, 4 is a even number, 16 is also even number, 5 is odd number, 25 is also odd number. So I think this much examples are enough to say that square of even number is always even number, square of odd number is always an odd number, right? So with this we can solve the third question of our exercise. The squares of the which of the following would be odd numbers? So as we know, whenever the number is odd number, its square is also odd number. Whenever the number is even number, its square is also an even number. Then what are odd numbers and what are even numbers? That thing we already learned from our primary classes, isn't it? Just recall one more time. Even numbers means if you are having 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8 in the unit place of any number, then that number will be called as an even number. Okay. So in given 4 examples, 2,826 and 82,004 having even numbers in the unit place, right? So these two numbers are called as the even number, and when we square these two numbers, that time we are going to get the even numbers itself as the answer. Then what are odd numbers? Odd numbers means numbers ending with 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So if you have these 5 numbers in the place of any unit place of any number, so then that number will be considered as an odd number. In the given 4 examples, we have two odd numbers, 431 and 7779, right? So as we already learned, square of odd number is always odd, isn't it? So to this third question, we write that 431 and 7779, when they have squared, we are going to get the odd number, or we can write the squares of 431 and 7779 are odd numbers. Like that also we can write the answer for this third question. Okay, so hope you understood the first three questions of your exercise.